everyone, Jill Nomad here, coming at you from near the Grand Canyon, and I wanted to talk about what I can recommend for the nomads out there that are using the freeways to get where they need to go. During my time as a nomad, whenever I've used the freeway, typically things go just fine, but occasionally something goes wrong. Occasionally I do find or stumble upon an emergency type situation involving people or animals or some other emergent situation. When this happens, I recommend a few things for those that might encounter the same thing. The first thing I want to suggest is, first and foremost, resist the urge to pull over and try to render aid. Pulling over to the side of the road to render aid could put your life and the life of others at risk. However, what I do recommend is calling 911 and reporting to them what you saw, where it is, and what time it happened. Of course, I recommend pulling over to the side of the road to make that call. When you call 911, most likely they're going to transfer you to the highway patrol for that area. And again, be prepared to give a description of everything that you saw and where it is. The second thing I wanted to discuss is if you yourself find you're in an emergency situation, perhaps you're lost and you can't find your way back, I recommend, above all else, to stay with your vehicle. Stay with your vehicle. To do that means safety. If you do not have a cell phone signal and you can't make any calls, I recommend staying with your vehicle and flagging down a person driving by in the area and asking them if they would take a message to the Department of Transportation or Highway Patrol so that they can send you help. I do not recommend getting in a stranger's vehicle. I would recommend resisting the urge to get into a stranger's vehicle, no matter how much they say they can help. This just does not make good sense, and I've never been tempted to do so. The most important thing I want to suggest to nomads that are living in their car and using the freeways to get where they want to go is to plan ahead for emergency situations. Have a good phone with you with a good signal, and you can invest in equipment such as CB radios, cell phone extenders or cell phone antenna repeaters, satellite phones, and pagers. Feel free to check out what may be right for you for alternative communication when you are out on the road. I have found that depending solely on a cell phone signal is not wise. For many times, too many to count, my cell phone signal has been interrupted or unavailable. I have also seen where my GPS has taken me to places very remote without me having typed it in. In this instance, it can be very dangerous at times, but certainly it can cause stress to not know where you're at and to not know how to get out. Again, please plan accordingly for any emergencies that might arise when you're out on the road. This is Jill Nomad with just a few suggestions on safety and highway emergencies. Have a good day.